Hey, it's Paul from Old Anvil Speed Shop. We are 10 days away from loading up and going to SEMA. We've run into one major snag on the car. We're actually going to reshoot the body, and we've changed paint color. The owner wasn't really happy with the paint color, and we had some issues with the paint. So we've switched brands, we've switched colors, and so we've already shot the firewall. Engine just went in it yesterday. See, this is what, Thursday, and we're loading out next Sunday. So we're 10 days away. Frantically, we're putting parts on the car. We've had everything staged for a while. Last night we put the windshield in. We were still doing body work, but we'll be ready to shoot probably tomorrow or Saturday. So things are really happening fast. We'll be in the SEMA Live booth in the 4x4 hall, and that should be a lot of fun. We got a big SEMA update. So turns out we're getting moved to the main lobby, and we'll be on display there in the main lobby at SEMA. So let me show you some of the stuff that we've got accomplished. This Nelson Racing engine is finally in the car. We've got all the suspension under the car. We got our King shocks mounted. They're on. We've got our big 15-inch Wilwood brakes all installed. All the brake lines are now run. We've got our Wilwood master cylinders over here. They look so small in the cars. They're so tight and compact. We've got some of our products. We've got our plates in for the bulkheads. We've got our air ride system from Airlift. That's almost completely installed now. We got the ride height sensors on, and we've got our cool stainless tubes with the in-frame bulkheads going around the car. So we are changing this paint color. So we're going to reshoot the body and the jams. We've already shot the firewall with the new color. All the dash is finished. All the underside of the car is all complete, painted, finished. We did that this past weekend. Majority of our wiring's already finished. We're just buttoning up some of the actual loose ends. Brandon, he's back here. He's still working on the rear bumper. Front bumper is built. We'll show you that at a later date. But he's still fabricating the ends of the rear bumper. We kind of need to get everything assembled with the fuel tank in it so we can make all the diffuser for the rear. We got our excess power batteries already mounted. Our bi-air compressors from Airlift, all that's installed. The tanks going up front, and the Airlift controller, all that's going up in the front. It's already been mocked up. We actually got to get the carpet in here in the next few minutes. The carpet's got to go in so we can get the tanks mounted. Eddie's Motorsports, our hinges they're all done. They actually re-powder coated them for us because we boogered them up trying to modify and do things there. So they were nice enough to reshoot those for us. So all that's ready. We just got to get some paint on all these body panels so they can all go back on. And I think that's about it. Oh, something I forgot to mention is also over the weekend, I got the ATAC in. Little pro tip while we're working on the 62 Impala getting ready for SEMA. When I'm doing masking on a car, I usually always keep a razor blade. And I keep it in my teeth or my lips and hold on to it. I'm sure you could hear that well. But that way I have something I can cut my tape. And one thing I usually do is I cover all my holes when we're getting ready to spray something. So basically I can tape over it, I hold the razor blade, pull, and I've got a nice little block of tape on my hole. This also works well to get in corners and other things. Just a great way to keep your tape nice and straight. It gives you something nice to cover your holes. All right, we're getting ready to try the new ATAC sound deadening and what do they call it? Advanced Thermal Acoustic Coating from DEI. We're going to try this out. This is my first time using this. We're going to see how it does. Sounds like it's going to really work great. I'm assuming it's a latex base because it's water based. It smells like latex house paint to me. So we're going to see how that works. You can put it on 1 coat, 2 coats. I think it goes like 6 to 10 mils thick. So we're gonna try this out. They also offer this nice Schutz gun with a canister, and we're gonna try that out. Wow, it goes on really well. So this sprays a lot like our bed liner does that we use underneath of the car. It's coming out, we're using a full 90 PSI shop air. I tried it on 30 or 40, but it wasn't enough. So we're using 90 pounds, and it's coming out great. Looks really even too. So I'm excited to finish the rest of it. I think I'm gonna do the firewall. I didn't know how this stuff was gonna spray. I like this gray color. I can just leave it. I don't even have to paint it. I am getting into everywhere though. But it washes off the water, which it went extremely well. That stuff is just awesome how it sprayed. It went down. It seems like it really sound deadened things. But then we added the boom mat on top of it, and it is so solid. We went through the car and knocked on different parts, and we wound up putting it on everything. So like even the dash has boom mat attached to it. So the car's all sound deadened. We're actually wrapping the exhaust as we speak with the heat barrier, the tape, and we're also going to put some heat barrier inside of the tunnel underneath. So all that's getting wrapped up. Well, we're 5 days from leaving to go to SEMA, and we're making huge progress this week. Finally got our paint situation dialed in. The body's all painted. We're just going gangbusters on assembly. We've started cutting and buffing. The tops, the convertible top's going on. Wiring's just about complete. We're getting ready to fire this thing up. The rear bumper's almost complete. Brandon's been working on that. We've tons of plumbing is all finished now. We're just everybody in the shop is working on this car, and it's just making progress leaps and bounds every few minutes. So tune in and see what we're doing. We're gonna fire this thing up for the very first time. This is very seldomly ever witnessed on camera.
Fuel pressure?
It's gonna probably explode or something. Yeah. I heard. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's running.
This thing's gonna be fucking rowdy.
Yeah. So it's Saturday. We're planning on leaving tomorrow to head to SEMA. So today we're going to wrap up all the front clip, get all that back on, hood, deck lid. We've got interior guys coming. They're helping us finish the front seats that Lauren stitched up. Carpet will go in, and we've had it fired up. We ran it through some heat cycles. Everything's working great there. We got to check, make sure the transmission's actually working. Do a final bleed on the brakes so that it will stop. Just wrapping up all the little details. We haven't had any super big scares yet. So hopefully all that works out, and we'll be on the road to SEMA. So we're wrapping up the back end of the car, and we've now got the bumper all built. Brandon did a hell of a job putting that together. And then he's also working on the diffuser, so we're gonna have some ribs in here. And Jake made us these killer exhaust tips that'll fit in there kind of like that. So yesterday, Matt got all our weather stripping all installed for the in the felts that go on the door panels. All that's installed. We're getting ready to put this nice heat barrier jute matting from DEI. Getting ready to put that in underneath the carpet. That'll help keep some of the heat down. Of course, we have our boom mat all installed, and the new Relic power windows, and they're going up and down, and we have the power wing windows. They are super cool. Alrighty, we got a big SEMA update. So, turns out we're getting moved to the main lobby, and we'll be on display there in the main lobby at SEMA. So, we got an extra day. Thank God we did, because we needed it. Car is loaded up in the trailer. It is Monday morning, about 8 o'clock, and we are about 20 miles from Vegas. What a journey this week has been. So we got all the paint all done. We had some great guys come in and help us get all the interior installed, and the guys stayed. We worked till 2 o'clock this morning and got the car all buttoned up. I want to thank Taylor for coming with me and help drive, because I was wore out. I started out driving, got out of the city, and he drove most of the rest of the way. So thank him for that, and thank all the guys for how hard you worked. This car is far superior to what I thought it was going to be, and the extra day actually helped us to get it to that point. The interior is incredible. It just immediately starts up. Drove around. I can already tell the suspension works really well. Just moving it through the lot this morning, it was phenomenal. Put it in the trailer. I can already tell. So we had a lot of pitfalls. Things just happen when you're this kind of rush, and we actually worked through them all. We worked through our checklist. We weren't missing any parts. Everything worked out. So we'll see you in Vegas.
So we're going on our first test drive. It just happens to be in the lot of SEMA. This is awesome.
Well, this has been an incredible past week. It's now Monday, and we are sitting in the main hall at SEMA. It's in the main entrance. The entrance is right there. So everybody coming in, crossing back and forth between the halls, passes by this car. This has been a lifelong dream to do something like this. It's just amazing. We're already getting people just going nuts over the car, and we're ready to show it off. I'm super tired. I've got 1 hour sleep last night. Drove here, got here. We got it up on the stage, and we're ready to show it off to the world. And I want to say a huge thank you to Eric, the owner of this car. It's been his lifelong dream, and it's been mine too. So we're enjoying that together. So what a great evening of rejoicing and talking about this big machine that has put us all together. So thanks to all the team and all the guys that helped put us together, and we'll see you at SEMA.
I thought you were going to say, I'm going to bed.